ya cuando ya venga al tercer hit, yo ya digo lo que dijo el gobernador, que le digo detrás. Pero es que
the emotion in seeing that.
Very scary. It was a big shock.
What did you? So when you say you saw people getting wheeled to the ambulances, did you see any fire or anything like?
We did not, but we saw burn marks and we had seen smoke from far away.
Did you hear anything?
We did not hear anything.
What is this like to have this happen in your community?
It's very scary and it's a huge shock, and it's a big thing that sadly we've experienced before, but and it's really scary and it's really upsetting that it's happening in Boulder.
Is this going to keep you from coming out to Pearl Street?
I'm not sure. Maybe, probably not. I'll probably come back, but we'll see. Boulder, I think, has done a great job of pulling together in the past, and I remember personally feeling like the Boulder community had gone together well after the sad events that happened at the King Supers a few years ago.
So what I will tell you, on Pearl Street, it's a walking pedestrian mall downtown here. There was a lot of people out. Very beautiful day. There was a group of pro-Israel people that were there in a peaceful demonstration. I wouldn't even call it a protest. I believe that happens frequently down here. They were there in that area. We are looking and actively interviewing victims and witnesses to determine if that group was targeted. So I've been in contact with our local FBI multiple times. We are in contact with them here. We are not calling it a terror attack at this point. Again, it's way too early to speculate motive. I know there's a lot out there on social media, but I ask people just to give us a little bit of patience while we work through a really complex scene. A lot of witnesses were here. We've taken them to another location to debrief them and interview them. As we do that, I think the picture will become more clear. But it would be irresponsible for me to speculate on motive this early on. We're only a couple hours into this thing.
The FBI shares in the sorrow of the Boulder community, especially to those who have family or friends injured in this tragedy. We're early in the investigation, but some details have emerged. I'm able to confirm there are 6 victims, ages 67 to 88. All of them have been transported to local hospitals. This attack happened at a regularly scheduled weekly peaceful event. Witnesses are reporting that the subject used a makeshift flamethrower and threw an incendiary device into the crowd. The suspect was heard to yell, "Free Palestine," during the attack. The subject has been identified as Mohamed Sabry Soliman, and he's 45 years old. The FBI is processing the crime scene and the subject vehicle and interviewing key witnesses. We're assisting Boulder Police in providing technical, analytic, and additional forensic resources. As a result of these preliminary facts, it is clear that this is a targeted act of violence, and the FBI is investigating this as an act of terrorism. Sadly, attacks like this are becoming too common across the country. This is an example of how perpetrators of violence continue to threaten communities across our nation. It's our job, the FBI, the Boulder Police, and our law enforcement and community partners, to bring these criminals to justice and keep our communities safe.
I want to give first an update on the scene. As many of you are aware, we have several blocks closed off in downtown Boulder surrounding the courthouse. We are still clearing that area for devices. When this call came out today, our officers rushed as quickly as they could somewhere close to the area, and they immediately ran into a chaotic situation where a man was throwing Molotov cocktails and using other devices to hurt people. We know that 4 of those victims were taken to Boulder Community Hospital and remain there or have been released. I don't know the status of that. 2 additional victims were airlifted to the Denver metro area, I believe to so the question was about the condition of the victims. The last update I had is that at least 1 victim was very seriously injured, probably safe to say critical condition, and then other victims received more minor injuries. I think there's a wide range, but I'm not. We haven't talked to doctors yet and gotten an actual rundown of specific injuries.
Thank you.